time in his life. He's going through a very public and messy divorce. His son Nick was in jail for the vehicular manslaughter. There was a lot of weight on his shoulders at that time, and he handled himself, in my opinion, through the entire series, like with just grace and humility. Man, he was pleasant. He withdrew a little bit. He left it to us because he was caught up in those worlds. But he was just he was an easy guy to get along with. I don't know him well, but my experience of him has always been positive personally.
Same here.
Yeah. Just curious, what made you ask about writing a book? What made that topic come up, or is that just
a fan? A fan was asking. There's fans watching this on the side, and they wanted to know about you or Butterbean wanting to write a book.
Just curious. Dan, did you do one already?
I've got one out, and I've got another one in the process.
I thought you might have already.
Yeah.
And
there's also there's a fan wanting to know if you would ever go to AEW, Steve, to manage a group of martial arts wrestlers.
I mean,
that's a good concept.
I don't know if that would be a possibility, but I'd consider it.
And then being a Nitro books.
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually. I got a lot of stories. Some I don't want to tell nobody, but I'm going to let it go out in the book.
Yeah, so I don't want to say some of the crazy. I'm just trying to say some comical things, but I get it. You don't want to just, disclose it all now.
No, it's not about other people. It's more about me. The crazy life things that happen and unbelievable stuff's happened for me.
Right.
I've been blessed. I'll be honest with you. It's just to be able to do shows like this and to hang out with guys that. It's almost a new friendship I got with guys, just like y'all did when y'all were wrestling. You were with each other so much, but when you do the shows, you meet a lot of the same people over and over at different shows, and it's a lot of fun.
Hey, speaking of shows, I know you guys are all on limited time, and you don't have to go soon. But we have one more guest we want to welcome on. Devin, do we have him backstage yet?
He's not backstage yet. I think it's Steve that has to go first, by the way.
Okay. But we want to bring him on with everybody here.
Yeah, he's yeah, he is. He's just further down. Sorry. I've never had this many people on.
Right, hold on, Devin, not yet. Not yet.
Sorry.
Introductions, man. Come on, you know better. You're a better producer than I am, dude. All right. So again, Bean does a lot of these conventions. Dan Severn does a lot of these conventions. You can see the best and the worst of the way businesses are run when you go to these things. This convention we're going to this weekend, the Bell County Comic-Con, has been about probably the most organized one I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of. And that's in no small part, wholly in part to its organizer, who himself was a convention star as one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's now the owner and promoter of the Bell County Comic-Con. And let's welcome Johnny Wong.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Johnny.
How are you?
Wow, I feel like I'm at Comic-Con already, sitting around a bunch of legends. This is cool.
We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend.
Mr. Butterbean, Steve Blackman.
How are you?
Dan Severn, Dan Nitro, Clark. Howdy, sir. Gentlemen. Rick, hey, I see you there.
Hey, yeah, it's a good group we've got assembled for Texas, Johnny. What can we expect to happen in Belton, Texas this weekend?
Well, we're gonna roll out the red carpet for you guys, as we do for all of our guests. When you guys come to the Cadence Bank Center here in Belton, Texas, you guys are part of our Comic-Con family, whether you like it or not. So we're gonna have 35 to 40,000 people waiting for you guys. So I hope you got ice packs for your wrists, lots of Sharpies. Probably we'll have tea and water and beverages for you guys. Probably a lot of talking, a lot of photos. Bring comfortable shoes. Those are all pro tips. Bean knows he's me and him met at a show together. I think we were
exactly. I think you helped with that show, and it was a really smooth show. But this one, I think's on top of it. You got everything. I mean, it's great for the fans, that's for sure. Because the people you got coming in are amazing.
Yeah, we have Fort Hood, which is one of the largest army base in the free world, and arguably, I think it is the largest army base in Texas. And I went on base, and I was surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of soldiers telling me how excited to meet. They were all excited to meet each and every one of you guys. So we're hyped up. We're ready. We got keys to the castle this morning at the venue. My team has been here from 7 a.m. till current. They're still here, and we're hoping to wrap up by midnight. But we're here until the job is done. So we're ready for you guys.
See, I don't know. Like a lot of the guys don't like understand a lot of the excitement I get out of the show. I had a kid come up to me at the show, and he stood at my table, and he goes, "I ain't got no money, but can I just shake your hand?" So I go, "Sure, that's not no problem." So I shook his hand, met him, talked to him for a minute. He was probably 13, 14. And like 3 or 4 minutes later, look, he's at the end of the table, just got tears running on his face. I'm thinking something's wrong with him, that he's got lost, or I didn't have a clue. I go, "Come here, what's the matter?" He goes, "I just never thought I'd get to meet you." And I'm telling you, I mean, the joy that brought me, it's just like these shows are so worth doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think sometimes, we forget the unique experience we've had, all of us as icons. And we've gotten more into our daily life. We're dads, we're friends, we're brothers, we're whatever we are.
Grandpa.
And grandpas. And when you go here, you really get a chance when you go to these Comic Cons to meet people, and you really get a chance to see what you meant for their life, what you meant to them growing up, how you inspired them. And I'm with Bean. I love going to these things. I love meeting people. I love hearing their stories. I love hearing how American Gladiators connected people. We were a kind of show where families would watch together. I've had so many people come up to say, "Hey, that was the one thing that I used to do with my dad."
Like they're and their dad did together.
Yeah,
that was my favorite show in the live action show in the 80s. I want to say that was like the predecessor to like Ninja Warriors. When I watched American Gladiators, I was like, man, I want to dress up like a Ninja Turtle, run through that gauntlet. And I was like,
Johnny,
dude.
90s.
Oh, I mean 90s. Sorry,
90s.
Is that what Gladiators was?
Johnny, that sounds like a bad idea, running through that gauntlet as a Ninja Turtle. That may have not turned out so well, but who knows, right?
It would go viral on TikTok, though.
That's funny.
I think it would.
Hey, Johnny, did you ever run across Ernie Reyes Jr.?
Oh, all the time. Ernie's he's like a brother to me. Yeah.
He's a great kid, great martial artist, by the way, too. His dad owned a studio in San Francisco, and he was the young star kid of Turtles, right? In the back of the day.
Yes, he was. He played. Not only did he play Donatello in the original movie, he was he was in the suit, so that suit was freaking heavy, and then he played the pizza guy in the second movie. Right. So yeah, he was. Yeah, Pino was the character's name.
Johnny, we have a fan question coming in. They saw your shirt. They want to know, if they're not in Texas or not going to make it there this weekend, can they get that shirt somewhere?
Yeah, it'll be available on merchbaby.com. Probably 2 weeks from after Comic-Con, after Belgium.
Merch. Okay, we'll post that then. Can you show us that shirt again? We're never going to get to see it.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
That's nice. Hey, look, guys, I just feel really honored to be on there with you guys, man. I really do. I'm very humbled by that.
Like I say, we're looking at we're going to get to have fun, and we're going to get to hang out. As excited as we are about this, the people that are buying tickets to come in are more excited than we are, believe it or not. That's what even makes it even better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wait until you guys see the lines. We do a really good job getting everybody checked into the building quickly. Nothing worse than being cooked outside in Texas. So, of course, that won't happen to you guys. We'll keep you guys in air conditioning, transportation, and everything. We'll move you guys around. But once you guys get inside, it's gonna be a lot of fun. The energy is so good. It's one of those things I explain to people. Like, have you ever been somewhere and you see somebody that you really don't like, and that gives that negative energy? It's the opposite. It's like when you see your best friend, haven't seen him for like 3 months, you see him, it's like a good feeling. Just imagine seeing that 35 to 40,000 times for the weekend. It's something else,
Look, guys, I got to jump, as you guys know, but I'm going to tell you asked for Hulk Hogan stories. I have two Hulk Hogan stories. When I was a young guy, maybe 18 years old, wrestling came to, my conventions area. I went and saw it. I was going through a back area with one buddy of mine, and I guess we were kind of in the area where the wrestlers are going to stage or something. And it was just me and my buddy Greg Early, and Hulk Hogan walks by, dressed, and we were just like, oh my God, we just met God. So we just met this guy, and it was something that always inspired me, and maybe the reason I became a gladiator. That's one. And then everything in life sometimes comes full circle. When the Gladiators was revamped, they chose Hulk Hogan as the host. I was one of the producers on that, so I got to work with him. And the first time I got to work with him, just you guys met him. He's the same guy you see on camera, nice but personable. And he was telling me about, brother, I'm going through a hard time, and I'm reading this book. It's really good. And I don't know what he's going to say. And I said, well, what's the book? And he's like, The Secret by Rhonda Bryce. And I was just so blown away that this big, massive man was reading that book, The Secret. And I think I even grew more fond of him after working with him for that year.
Awesome.
I got to jump, guys. I look forward to seeing
Hey, we'll
everybody.
see you.
See you Saturday.
I look forward to meeting you guys.
All right, good seeing you
I got
guys.
I got a Hulk Hogan story too before I jump, because I gotta head to Texas. I'm gonna be leaving here in the next hour, headed that way.
Yep.
So me personally, I have a hard time getting through airports because a lot of people recognize me, stop me. Me and Hogan run into each other at the airport. And you think it's hard to get to an airport by yourself? When you got somebody like Hogan with you, you don't go. It's like, it was madhouse. It was crazy.
That's quite a pair, Hulk Hogan and Butterbean. I can imagine.
Hey guys, I do have to go though.
Could
And
you
I'm looking
answer
forward to
one
seeing
question,
everybody
Butterbean? Butterbean, someone just wants to know if you still talk to Bart Gunn at all, and if you could update us on how he's doing before you leave.
Bart is doing amazing. I talked to him less than a month ago. Really good guy. I mean, he's doing really well with life. I mean, he's enjoying life. Matter of fact, I'm gonna twist Rick, and I don't think I gotta twist him much. We're gonna have Bart at one of the shows pretty soon.
Well, let's give him a quick preview. Way up on the next WrestleCon in Las Vegas in April, the Combat Icons is going to be Butterbean and Bart Gunn together, Haku, and we haven't got to invite Mr. Severn or Mr. Blackman yet, but we will. Should be a hell of a group.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show. But I'm excited about this weekend a lot, and I'll see y'all pretty soon. I gotta head out here in a little bit. Y'all have a great evening, and hey, come check us out at the con.
Drive safe, Bean. And Steve, you have to jump as well, don't you?
Yeah, I actually just pulled in my driveway. I picked my son up at football, so that's why I didn't say much the last 5 minutes. I was just driving home. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bolt in a minute. But hey, it's good talking to all you guys. I look forward to seeing all of you in person. And it sounds like we'll have a good turnout. It should be fun.
Steve, there's just one question a fan wanted to know. You're known as such a tough guy. Do you have any fear at all? Is there anything out there that scares you?
You mean anything at all? Anything besides a person, or?
Yeah, either a person, or obviously it might not be a person with your reputation, but are you afraid of anything, doing the bounty hunter job and being involved in such dangerous situations in your life?
I mean, it's kind of like, as far as a person, no. Just like Dan would say no as well. Ken would say no and stuff. I don't look at things like I don't think I'm afraid of anything like that. It's just more, since I've had kids, you just kind of think and be a little more cautious on some of the crazy things you would do. I can't sit here and say I'm afraid of it, just more cautious, I guess. Try not to, because of my kids and stuff. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, man, great to meet you finally, in kind of in person here, and look forward to seeing you in Texas. Thanks again for joining us. I know it's like a really rare thing that you get out, and I appreciate that you're doing that with us, Steve.
Yeah.
Nope.
Take care, Steve. I look forward to talking to you.
Yep.
John Wong, let me just jump in real quick. I got to tell you at least a Teenage Mutant Ninja story here right now.
All right.
That my oldest son at the time just a little kid, and he was really into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was kind of excited because WWF had just come out with a Dan Severn action figure, so I tear it out of the box. And before he came down for his breakfast, I put a pile of toys, action figures on the kitchen table there. So I'm just mixing the pile. So I come on down, he's eating his whatever Cheerios, something like this, and he's playing Crash Bang Boom and eating Cheerios, stuff like that. And I'm like, when I go, well, I see Donatello, I see Michelangelo. I go, but who's this one right here? And he's looking at it. He goes, I don't know. And I hold it right up the next to me. I go, it doesn't look like anybody you know at all. He looks at me for a moment. He looks back over at the action figure. Goes, nope. So it just, I got shot down by a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure.
Oh man. Well, it's when you live with the legend, it's kids and parents, people ask me like, how does your family feel about you being a turtle? I was like, I don't think they care. It's like, they don't care.
You were just dad. That's all. I mean, that's all I was. They didn't know. When I kept going off on my weekend type jaunts, I mean, I was just happy when I finally got back home. And it's kind of going, that is my alter ego life over here. And when I'm home, I'm a different person. So
sure.
Yeah.
Johnny, I probably have the most important, serious question that can ever be asked on this show. And it's this: who would win in a fight? The Michelangelo action figure or the Dan the Beast Severn action figure?
Oh, I just upon my experience, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure would win because it got blown out of the water by my own son.
Oh well.
Well, it depends on what they do. I don't know if you take away Michelangelo's nunchucks, ninjutsu, it's not designed to fight in a cage, especially against a not only a champion but two-time champion, or in the octagon especially. And with Ninja Turtles, they really teach about teamwork and working together with your brothers. Whereas Mikey's strong suit one-on-one. The more important, probably the question should be asked: would it be like the tough guy or the leader, like Raphael versus Dan Severn? But Mikey, he's a fighter and a lover. He loves his brothers and he likes to fight over the pizza. So, that's kind of what it is.
Great answer. Great answer. Oh,
well,
man.
gentlemen, I think
Dan, someone just wants to know if wrestling's more taxing on your body than UFC. I know you have a very unique perspective on that.
Very strong opinion on that. That I would say that professional wrestling, I got hurt far worse in my professional wrestling career than I ever did in all of my cage fights combined, because in a cage fight, all you can do is go out there and get results. Now, again, I've lost matches there too. Didn't get quite the results I was looking for. But in professional wrestling, you have to trust another individual to control your body. And I've seen a lot of things happen to where guys just stop honing their skills, or they might be lathering themselves up with like lotion because it makes the muscles glisten that much more, and just things go wrong. And that's, I'll just say that I always say professional wrestling was tougher on me than it was doing the mixed martial arts.
I would completely agree with that, Dan. Having trained in them both, I think about the very premise of pro wrestling, right? A bump. I mean, how many human beings do you guys know that have ever purposefully and willfully thrown their entire body back first onto a piece of wood? Yeah. Probably not many, right? It's called a bump. Imagine doing that night after night after night, year round, multiple times a night for 20 years plus, and that's just the basics. Then you get into all the rest that comes with it. Dan, to me, I know training for a fight is hard, especially when you're in camp and you're getting ready to go. But to me, nothing equals what the pro wrestler puts their body through.
Yeah, Rick, I totally agree with you. That it's far more taxing on the body than mixed martial arts could ever think it to be.
Dan, there's just another very unique question here. You apparently amateur wrestled Buzz Sawyer, who was known as a very crazy and tough guy in pro wrestling. Could you tell us that story of facing him?
I amateur wrestled?
Apparently, you amateur wrestled him in the semifinal of the national tournament.
Well,
maybe you didn't even know, because maybe he was going by his real name then. But
Dan's also had 1,000+ matches in his career.
Yeah,
do you remember?
When you think about the amateur wrestling career, it's like all I can say, I remember all the losses. Those are vividly etched in my mind. So that one does not. That name doesn't come to my mind.
Bruce Allen Woyan was his name.
Bruce Allen Williams, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
doesn't come.
another victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, you probably made short work of him.
Hey, Devin, what are the chances of an impromptu Hannibal sighting in Belton, Texas this weekend?
I've been to Belton before, actually. I've actually ridden a bull there at the Bad Dog Rodeo company that they have there when I was in Texas.
A mechanical bull or a real live
A real
bull?
bull.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I rode a bull there once.
No, that's
It's a cowboy town.
Yeah, nice. Well, gentlemen, I need to jump off here. So, Mrs. Beast says so. Okay.
There you go. That's the only person you're afraid of.
Exactly. I always tell people I'm smarter than I look.
Buzz came in third place, by the way, Bidan. Some of the fans following it up. That guy got third place that you didn't remember.
Okay. Take care.
See you Saturday, Dan.
You know the guy's tough when he doesn't even remember beating Buzz Sawyer.
Oh, yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding. Well, Johnny, I just wanted to thank you again, man. It's been a great experience working with you and your team. Super organized, super pleasant. You've worked with my team, and I want to give them a shout out here, Josh Waldrop and Odara Oganaway. And I hope you've had just a great experience with them as we have with you guys. I think you have. And we're looking forward to seeing you this weekend. We're going to have a great
likewise. Yeah, likewise. And Hannibal's always invited as well, If he can make a trip, we'll make room for him to join us.
Devin, come hang out with us, man. Hannibal, you hear that?
Maybe next year, but I appreciate the invite.
Anytime. Yep.
Great to see you guys. Thank you both.
You, Rick.
Hannibal, thanks for hosting, man. Appreciate you as always, my friend.
No problem. I'll let you wrap this up. Nice meeting you.
Good meeting you guys.
So Johnny, Johnny's gone, but this weekend, he's back. This weekend, I know where he's gone. This weekend in Belton, Texas, the Bell County Comic-Con. If you happen to be nearby, come out, and there it is, bellcountycomiccon.com. Come out and meet the combat icons, one of the top guys each from the American Gladiators, pro wrestling, mixed martial arts, and boxing. Hell of a group. I'm super psyched. Thank you, Johnny, for putting this together, the Comic-Con. Thank you, Hannibal, for having us on. Rick Bassman signing off. Have a good night, everybody.